Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today for another countdown to Christmas video we are going to be looking at my reading resolutions from 2023. Now I have already done a vague update from Vida 2, but we are now at the end of the year so we can look at where we officially are, and that is my plan. We're just going to rattle through what I had as goals for 2023. The first one was reach 1,500 subscribers here on YouTube. I didn't hit that. I'm not mad about it. I'm quite happy to be slow growing, if I'm completely honest. But as of this moment, right now, I am at, give me 1 minute, I am at 1,284 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I wanted to hit 2,000 followers on Twitter, which I did, so thank you if you follow me on Twitter for doing that, and 2,000 on Instagram, which again I did not hit, but that's my own fault. I don't post very much on there, if I'm completely honest. I am posting every single day though at the moment for December until Christmas Day, so be sure to be looking out for those vlogmases, and I'm currently on 1,197 on there, so no matter where you follow me or how you found me, YouTube, Twitter, X, Instagram, whatever, thank you so much for following me this year, for coming along on my journey, for watching my content, reacting to my content, anything like that. It means the absolute world, and I get to talk about books with people that actually appreciate it. So thank you so much for sticking with me through this very strange year full of content, where I have learned that apparently a lot of my content now is rating hotel rooms and snack hauls from different countries. That is what we're coming to, but I'm fine with that. My next goal was to work on my content across all platforms. I would say I didn't do this very well. Apart from this month where I'm actually posting every single day on Instagram, I have rarely posted on Instagram. I have tried to keep as consistent on YouTube as possible. I did Vida 2 again this year. I posted every single day in the month of August, which I'm very, very proud of. It was a lot of stress actually. And I left a lot of filming, like I am doing now for Countdown to Christmas, to the very last minute, because why not? I work best under pressure, apparently, is what we're going for with that. But I don't know if I'm gonna carry on with that being a goal next year, not too sure. Didn't really achieve it this year though, so make of that what you will. The next goal was to read 100 books. That hasn't happened, and that won't be happening. I have amended this goal now to 70 books, because that is 2 more than what I read last year, and if I can read 2 more books than what I read last year, I think that is a win. And to be fair, any books that I have read this year are a win, if I'm honest. It's been a very strange year. It's been the very first year where I have been travelling for work. I have travelled at least once a month, essentially, for most of this year, and for some weeks of this year I have been in 3 countries in 10 days. So, you know, it's been something. It's been a learning curve, but we are learning, we're growing, and hopefully we're doing a very good job. So, you know, that is the end thing, really. My next one was complete 8 series, and as it currently stands, I'm at 5, and I don't foresee me finishing any of the series before the end of the year, because I have at least 2 books to read for most series in order to complete them, or the series that I am currently reading, when I read the next book, that's only going to be the 2nd book in a trilogy, and the 3rd book isn't coming out till next year. So no, I didn't achieve that one either, but that's fine. The next one I also didn't do, and that was to keep up with my Illumicrate and my Fairy Loot books. I didn't do that. I think I've read a few of them, but I haven't kept up with them at all. And now I have Illumicrate, Fairy Loot YA, and The Locked Library. You know, I've read some, not all. Probably 1 from each so far this year, which is ridiculous, which is why I'm going to reevaluate my life from next year. I have already skipped the January book for Fairy Loot because it's not up my street at all, and I'm going to see if I can use my skips, and if it gets to the point where I've used all my skips, then I'm going to have to cancel, because obviously nothing is floating my boat, and the whole point of it is to experience new books, but a lot of the books that are being sent out are just romance, and I just no. My next one was to commit to readathons more, and by doing that I don't mean commit to more readathons and overegg myself. I meant commit more, give more of myself to readathons, concentrate more, and I would say this was a 50-50 bag kind of thing. Currently this month we are doing Clear Your Shit and I am not doing well, but in October I did the Spookopoly-thon and I found that just like reinvigorated my love of reading. I really enjoyed rolling die, not physically because I don't actually own any anywhere, but rolling die or dice to pick my reads and, well, to move me around a board to pick my reads. I really enjoyed that and it made me read faster because I wanted to know what I was going to be reading next, which I loved. So yeah, I think that one I committed quite well to. Just not all of them have I committed that well, and I'm not sure why that is. I don't think it's because I haven't enjoyed the readathons, because I love what people do, and some people, and there are so many people out there that are so creative, especially in their readathons, and they put so much work into it and effort and everything. But I think for me, part of it could possibly be that I'm overstretching myself. I am committing to judging in too many competitions, or I'm just committing to reading too much, which again is something that I really need to look at in 2024, because it's not a fun place to be when you feel like you have to read things all the time. And it's no one's fault but my own for saying that I have to do these things, because I don't have to do anything. So I am reevaluating and looking into this, because I feel as though when you start YouTube or Instagram or anything, lifestyle, books, whatever your chosen niche is, I do feel like a lot of us feel as though we have to do everything. We have to be doing everything. We have to be on every channel. We have to be doing all of the content and reading all of the books. But some people are able to do these things, and some people, like myself, put so much pressure on themselves to do the content that they don't leave themselves actually enough viable time to read the books to make the content. So I feel like this year because my reading hasn't been as good, I feel like my content has been slacking for you guys, and I've been putting out content that I am proud of. Like, I don't put out anything that I'm not proud of, but I feel like I've been putting out repetitive content that I've just not really done anything different with. I feel like I vlog in the same place, unless I'm abroad, and I kind of have the same setup. I'd love to kind of muddle around with my vlogging style next year, see how I go with that. There are some vloggers that I absolutely adore, and some of them being like Becca in the Books and Reagan from Peruse Reads. The fact that they do themed vlogs or reading specific books in vlogs rather than just weekly vlogs all the time, that is something I want to try and do. But it's the remembering to vlog thing that I really suck at. But it's just something that I'm gonna take into consideration and kind of think about doing for next year, and see if I can, and kind of amalgamating that into my content, because if I do things that I enjoy, you guys will probably enjoy it more, because you can tell that I'm enjoying it. Does that make sense? But yeah. And then my final goal was to read for 30 minutes to an hour every day. I have not done that at all. I have spent a large portion of this year scrolling on my phone, as many people do, and there is nothing wrong with that, but I find that when I'm scrolling on my phone, I'm not reading, or I'm consuming content from other people who are reading books, and then I feel bad because I should be reading books to make the content for other people to consume, but I'm not, because I'm consuming other people's content. Does that make sense? And I love watching other people's content and seeing what amazing ideas people are coming out with and all these different things. But with so many amazing people making content, sometimes when I'm not reading, which is happening more often than not at the minute, I do get the feeling of, you need to try harder, because I can't step up my content game if I'm not reading the books. You know? So yeah, that is my reflection on my reading resolutions from 2023. In 2024 I will do my reading resolutions for 24. I have got a few things that I want to make goals, because if I make them goals, then hopefully I'll work towards them. And I'm excited for 24. I'm hoping that now that I've done a year in my job, I kind of know what to expect. I know what I'm doing. I know when my busy periods are, when my quiet periods are. So hopefully I'll be able to plan content better. I really want to get better at like actually executing the planned content, because I am a great planner, but executing it, not so much. So I want to work on that as well, which is an aim, but I haven't made that an official resolution yet. So bear that in mind. But yeah, those are kind of my wrapping up of 2023 resolutions, you know. It's been a year. And I've learnt a lot. I've done a lot. I've achieved a lot, as much as like me reading out my goals for follower counts and stuff. I haven't necessarily hit the numbers that I set out to hit, but I've still achieved so much. I've interviewed so many great authors this year. I have both indie and traditionally published, which I never thought I would. I am getting on, you know, lists to receive ARCs for traditionally published books, which again, I never thought I would. Orbit is one of my probably favourite publishing houses, and I've received a few books from them this year to review, which is amazing, along with Angry Robot. I work with them a lot and they send me ARCs and I love that. And it's through them that I got to interview Stephen Orion, who I absolutely adore. I love his writing. I've had so many opportunities this year that if you'd have told me when I started this channel that I would actually be interviewing authors on my channel for traditionally published books, and I would be meeting so many incredible people and having really cool conversations and experiencing so many indie books, and having people reach out to me wanting me to review their books, I would never have believed you at all. I've had such a cool year with regards to book stuff. I have been a little bit behind with the book stuff this year, definitely, because life has taken a big turn for me, and there's been quite a few things that have happened this year that I don't really talk about, because I don't talk about that sort of stuff on here, and I won't talk about that sort of stuff on here. This is my happy place. I talk about books. I don't talk about sad things. So yeah, if you've sent me something and I'm yet to read and review it, just know I beat myself up regularly for not doing that, because I am a perfectionist and I do not let myself quit, even when sometimes I should. It is my biggest strength and my biggest downfall, what can I say? But know that I am forever grateful if you ever send me a book. No one ever has to. No one ever has to reach out to me, but I appreciate it greatly, and I hope that even just posting about them on my vlogs has a positive impact for you. I would love to kind of make that more of a forefront for me in 2024 as well. We'll just see how it goes. I don't want to put as much pressure on myself next year as I have for this year. This year I put so much pressure on myself to do so much, and I think it kind of showed in my content, or in my lack of content. There were quite a few weeks or months that I just didn't post, and I went through a phase of falling out of love with doing this, when this is one of the funnest things I do, and it makes me meet people and talk to people when I don't really meet a lot of people in my job, or, you know, out and about, because I'm quite antisocial and I stay in my house. But this lets me connect with people who also love books and who want to talk about them, and I think that's so incredible and I really enjoy it. So like I said, thank you so much if you've been with me this year or you found me this year. I really appreciate it. I hope you have enjoyed the content that I've been making, and I hope you'll stick around for more countdown to Christmas content, as it will be going up every day until Christmas Eve. Well, yeah, Christmas Eve. And then my Vlogmas content, which is shorts and reels, are going every day until Christmas Day. So if you have enjoyed this video, please give it a like. It really supports me and my channel. Leave me a comment down below of something that you are proud of for achieving this year. I would really, really like to know. If you just want to leave me an emoji, any happy emojis would do. I think that would be really perfect and really fitting, because although I haven't hit my goals, I have fulfilled a lot of things that I am proud of doing. And if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I'm uploading every day until Christmas Eve, so I will see you tomorrow for another video. I hope you're having an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!